Welcome back here to the 2-hour news show, and it's time for our signature segment, See the Stories, and a seismic shift happening in the Western Conference of the National Basketball Association, where I'm sure you've heard the Los Angeles Lakers and the Dallas Mavericks involved in a huge trade, possibly the biggest in NBA history, as they agreed to a high-profile trade, including generational superstar Luka Doncic and future Hall of Famer Anthony Davis.
The trade of Luka Doncic and Anthony Davis is arguably one of the biggest in NBA history. The two superstars, who are central to the Los Angeles Lakers and Dallas Mavericks, exchanged jerseys without rumors leaking beforehand. The trade went down during the week of February 2nd, with the Mavericks reportedly being the first to propose the deal. They received Davis, Max Christie, and the Lakers' 2029 first-round draft pick, while the Lakers acquired Doncic, Maxi Kleber, and Markieff Morris. The Utah Jazz also joined in, securing Jalen Hood-Schifino in the deal. Doncic, a Mavericks superstar, played a key role in taking the team to the NBA Finals last season. Since joining Real Madrid in 2018, he has averaged 28.6 points in the regular season and 30.9 points in the playoffs. Davis, with 25.9 points, 11.9 rebounds, and 3.4 assists this season, hopes the move to the Mavericks will allow him to thrive as a pure power forward. The big questions remain: who will benefit more from this high-profile trade, the Lakers or the Mavericks?
And today we will discuss about the 2025 NBA trade updates and what to expect in the last 2 days ahead of the deadline, with our guest basketball enthusiast and also content creator Rocky Padila here in the studio. Hello, Rocky.
Yes, we got the Rock in the building.
Yes.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Rocky.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, no, thank you so much for being here. Okay, first of all, I just gotta ask you, where were you, what were you doing when you first heard about this trade?
I was actually playing basketball.
Sunday morning.
Sunday morning.
hoops.
It was like, it caught everybody by surprise, you know. There's no indication. Like, we would not expect Luka Doncic to be traded from the Dallas Mavericks. But I think I was like everybody else. I thought Shams.
It was a hoax.
Phone got
hacked. Everybody thought.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it, though. I couldn't believe it at first.
All right, so obviously when it all started to sink in,
Yeah.
the first thing we heard was that Dallas was the one who approached Los Angeles for this trade. So let's start with Dallas first of all. We heard the reasons that were outlined by General Manager and Basketball President of Basketball Operations, Nico Harrison, saying that this was a move for them now and also for the near future. We also heard reports such as from, I think Tim McMahon said something about his fitness being a factor in this as well. He's come into camp overweight. I want to get your thoughts as to what you think the reason for Dallas making such a huge move like this, which is likely seen as controversial, especially by Dallas fans.
I just want to know what coffee he was drinking, though. Nico. But from the Dallas perspective, it's just they're trying to win now. Kyrie is going to be like 32, I think, or 33
Right.
this year. And Anthony Davis is going to be 32, too. So it just, I have no idea what Dallas is trying to do, because it's just like one injury 80 away from a disaster trade.
Absolutely.
So it could make Nico Harrison a very smart, genius guy if they win a championship, or it's going to come down probably the worst trade ever.
Of all time.
Of all time. Even worse than the Clippers trade.
No,
Yeah.
there's many comparisons to other
Yeah.
trades, but I cannot think of one larger than this. And again, we know that the Dallas Mavericks were 3 wins away from an NBA championship last year. So if he says this is a move now, it means they either have to win it's all or bust. Like, they have to win the championship this year.
They have to, because the window of winning the championship is only like probably 3 years. That's it. And remember, Kyrie, I think he has a player option
Yes,
next
correct.
season. So if he's gone,
Right.
this
Then
trade
this
just doesn't work at all.
It's a very small window, and
Yes.
I want to get your quick thought as well as to, we heard reports that no other team was approached prior to them closing this deal.
Yeah.
So why do you, in your opinion, why do you think they approached the Lakers, and why only the Los Angeles Lakers?
That's only them to know. Only Nico Harrison got that answer.
We've been speculating. But,
Yeah, we can. I don't have the answer for that, but it's very interesting because obviously if you shop Luka Doncic to 29 other teams, 28 other teams, you will get more.
Except
than-
maybe the Spurs, you're probably not,
Yeah,
or the
yeah.
Nuggets, you're probably not going to get an offer.
But you won't get like one first-round pick.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, Mikal Bridges got 5. Rudy Gobert got 5 first-round picks. So,
Miles Bridges.
yeah, and he only have AD and Max Christie. Obviously, Max Christie gonna be a good piece for the Dallas Mavericks, but still, if you shop him to like 28 other teams,
Yeah.
you will get like multiple picks. You get like probably 2 stars, you know, because this is Luka Doncic.
Right.
This player doesn't come every 10 years, every 15 years.
Probably every 20 years. Generational
Yes.
players are about every 20 years.
Yes, and one of my friends just told me that Dallas Mavericks actually #1 in selling tickets this season. So I don't know after this, you see all the protests in front of American Airlines
Correct.
Arena. So we don't know how the fans, if they still want to come to the games after this.
But how does the future look for Mavericks though? Because you did say this trade is probably only good for 3 to 4 years. But then again, losing someone like Doncic,
Who's 25 years
you
old?
need him for like the next 10 years, and he brings relevancy to the team, right?
True.
I mean, like, Dallas Mavericks fans better get ready for some rebuild for the next
days
probably, like,
ahead.
Yeah, I mean, like 5 to 10 years, you don't know who you're gonna get. I mean, like, if Kyrie move, you know, you end up with Spencer Dinwiddie now.
Yeah.
Only Spencer Dinwiddie is there
Yeah.
as a point guard.
Just to put some context into this as well, let's not forget that prior to this trade, Dallas did give up a lot of their future as well in bringing Kyrie Irving to the team. They made Nico Harrison ironically made great moves to bring PJ Washington. They built this team around Luka Doncic,
Yeah.
whom ironically they got rid of. So
It is. I mean, like right now we're still in shock, probably, you know, about this move. But Nico even Jason Kidd, you could see his face
Yeah.
during the press conference, like he's
speechless.
speechless, like he didn't even know about the trade. So, yeah, this is a big gambling from Nico Harrison. This is probably his job's on the line.
Well, there's a winner out of this trade. Yani?
The LA Lakers,
Yes,
of
indeed.
course. So it's a good trade for them. But again, I don't know. I don't know. Because a lot of people are saying that he needs conditioning. You did say that he gained a lot of weight. So how would he, how is he going to do? And he's still injured too. So he's coming into the Lakers. How is he going to do in the
Was
first?
fitness really?
He's
like,
gonna be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, like his 5-time first team All NBA.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he averaged still like probably 30 points and 12 assists. I think his conditioning will be better after this. I mean, like.
Well, he's got LeBron James.
He has
to
LeBron
lead the
James. I
way.
mean, like LeBron, he's 40 years old now. He's
Yeah.
still playing like amazingly, probably like one of the best players still in the NBA. So I'm not concerned about his health at all. Only this season, I think he missed 20 plus games, but before that, he never missed 20 plus games. I mean, like if Philly still trusting the process after 10 years
Agree.
with Joel Embiid,
Agree.
man, Lakers gotta be all right.
Yeah.
You know, I think obviously, like I said, Dallas was the #1 team selling tickets. Everybody go to LA.
Yeah.
You know, all the tourists, all the fans, they're gonna buy his jerseys, gonna buy all the tickets. So, Lakers are set.
Yeah.
For the next 10 years, they are set. So they have a guy, maybe an icon, to replace LeBron.
Yeah.
We don't know how long LeBron gonna play after this. Probably like 2 more years, I say max. So they have the replacement already. So they're gonna be fine.
All right,
So you're saying he's the franchise player after LeBron?
absolutely. I believe the Lakers now have been gifted their future. We're always wondering what's going to happen after LeBron either retires. He's likely not going to move with Bronny there now. But we've always wondered what the future of the Lakers are going to look like, and it
But
looks like it's set
wait,
in stone.
so there's 2 ball dominant players in the Lakers.
True.
How is that gonna come out? I mean, we've seen this happen before and have mixed results. Do you think this is actually gonna work with LeBron and Doncic?
They will make it work. You know, I mean, like those two are very high caliber, high IQ basketball players. So I'm not worried at all. The only thing I'm worried about is who's gonna be the big. They have no big at all right now. So I don't worry about them being a ball dominant players. I'm sure LeBron, he said he dreamed of playing with Luka Doncic. So he probably knows in his mind already how the offense is gonna run. They always cover it on the podcast with JJ Redick, who used to play with Luka, and now he's coach. And yeah, I think LeBron and JJ already got it down how they're gonna play together. You know, I'm not worried at all. It's just now who's gonna play defense and who's gonna be the center for the Lakers. That's it.
Yeah, I agree. And with Christian Wood coming back, we've got Jackson Hayes. You don't need superstar centers. Yeah. Let's not forget, Luka Doncic took a team to the finals that had a rookie Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford, who's a decent center, but you don't need a superstar center if you have Luka Doncic and LeBron James. So real quick here, there was an issue of money. And I want to get your thoughts on whether you think that's actually true. We know that Mark Cuban gave up his majority share last year. Well, we do have the Adelson family, who is now in charge of 72% of the stake. There was a lot of talk about Luka Doncic eventually being eligible for a Supermax contract, and now that he's shifted over to the Los Angeles Lakers, that he will no longer be eligible for that. Obviously, there's plenty of time for him to make up the money in future years, but do you think something as, I would say, trivial, I know we're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars, but something as trivial as money, they would actually consider that as a factor over Luka Doncic?
But losing 111 million, that's gotta
I'm talking about from Dallas' side. From Dallas's having to spend an extra 100 million to keep a player like Luka Doncic, or just saving the money and letting him, trading him.
I just feel like the new ownership group, I think they had a plan of moving Doncic, because in one interview I saw that. I think there's a quote that everybody that Doncic like, they already removed fit from the team. So that might be the plan already.
I heard this as well.
So yeah, I think they were reluctant.
I guess it's less of a basketball decision and more of a business decision. It could
I
be,
think
right?
so. I think it could be a business decision, especially there's rumors that maybe they want to move the team to Las Vegas. So yeah, from owner's perspective, of course, you know, that's a big contract, 345 or 65 million.
$345 million.
Yeah, 345 million for 5 years.
Yeah.
Now NBA, you know, the contract is just going crazy. That's going to be the biggest, I think. I think that's bigger than.
It'll be the
Jason
biggest
Tatum.
in history if he had signed it. But nevertheless, I'm sure the Laker organization will be more than happy to pay him what he wants. Let's shift our attention real quick to the Los Angeles Lakers. This, arguably, I looked at the odds. This has suddenly put the Lakers in the West. Third best chance to win the NBA title behind the Nuggets and the OKC Thunder. But many analysts have, mentioned like yourself, Dallas actually has a better composed team. So what are the Lakers' outlook real quick, short-term and long-term? Short-term being the season, how well do you think they'll go? How far, what adjustments do they need to make? A few days left in the deadline. And long-term?
I mean, Dallas, you got to underline it though. They got to be healthy.
True.
If they got to be good this year. But for the Lakers, short term, obviously, they're trying to get LeBron one more ring. I think so.
I think they're going to go for it.
They will go for it, and I don't think they are done. They might be looking for like another big, like Jonas Valanciunas, Walker Kessler, or Miles Turner. But I think they have not a lot of assets right now. I think they still have one more first-round pick in their
Hey, they
pocket.
got Austin Reeves that they can trade.
No, I don't think they're gonna move Austin Reeves though. I think that's. I want to say untouchable, but I don't think anybody untouchable after Doncic getting moved. You know, but I think Rui could be on the move. Maybe if they want to move Gabe Vincent, maybe. But I think Rob Pelinka still got one more move under his sleeve.
Miles Turner, I like. Vucevic is also a name that has come up in talks as well.
All right, so I mean, the deadline for trade is 2 days away. Can we just talk about Jimmy Butler, please? So he said no to Grizzlies. He said no to Warriors. So is he going to go to Suns?
I think that's where he want to go and where he want to, you know, play for the rest of his career. He's 36, I think, right now. Probably like still got like 2 or 3 more good years. I know, right? We've been talking about Jimmy Butler for the past month, and he's the guy that still in Miami right now.
Traded. Yeah, we've got De'Aaron Fox gone. We've got Zach LaVine finally after years of speculation. But this trade with Luka Doncic almost basically justifies what Jimmy Butler has been asking for all this time. The fact that players can be moved on a whim just like that without them even knowing. This is why players feel they need to be in more control. So is a move likely to happen over the next couple of days? Again, if someone like Doncic can get moved, anything can happen. Everyone's on the board at this point except for maybe Jokic and Wemby.
I think he got to be moving somewhere because
Okay.
he's not playing. He's getting suspended right now
Yeah.
by the Miami Heat. It's
Okay.
not good to have him around the team as well.
Okay.
Especially now, they're trying to promote Tyler Hero as
Yeah.
their #1 guy.
Yep.
So I think Jimmy Butler gonna be moved, but
It's just a matter of where.
yeah, but I don't know if he's gonna get his preferred destination like De'Aaron Fox. De'Aaron Fox is so lucky though.
Yeah.
He wants to go to
That's
San
exactly
Antonio
where he
Spurs.
wanted to go.
Yeah, and they don't have to move Stephon Castle.
That's
It's
right.
amazing.
Yeah.
So now Jimmy Butler, it's either he has to settle, like where Pat Riley wants him to move, you know, or I don't know if because Bradley Beal got the no clause.
No trade
The
clause.
Yeah, no trade clause. So he could say no if he doesn't want to go to Miami.
That's true.
So it's a little bit more trickier
Yeah.
about the Jimmy Butler situation because he just rejected Golden State Warriors.
That's right.
He didn't want to extend with Golden State Warriors.
Bradley Beal not looking too happy lately, though, so he might actually kind of reject that clause. And there's been rumors about Kevin Durant being
Yeah.
swayed to go to the Golden State Warriors along with LeBron to create that U.S. Olympic team one more time for one last run.
Oh my God, if that happens, I mean, we're not going to talk about the NBA ratings going down anymore.
Yeah, no, I think Adam Silver heard the ratings are going down and all these things are happening.
Yeah,
So if you
I
want to
don't
talk about a move that will make more news than Doncic, well, if
You
LeBron
gotta
and
move.
KD go to Golden
Yes.
State.
Everyone going to tune in to the NBA for the second half of the season and the playoff for sure.
Rocky, thank you so much
Thanks
for
so
joining us. It's been great to pick your brain a little bit about this. Obviously, there's going to be much more to come
Yes.
in the coming days as we find out more in regards to the possible reasons behind this trade and what it's going to look like for the remainder of the season. And we will keep you posted in the next couple of days if any other trades do happen. But that is it for our signature segment, See the Stories. We've got one final segment coming up after this final break, which is our entertainment news. So stay right here with us on the 2 Hour News Show.